What's up, everybody? Welcome to Talking Farm on the Farm. Haven't done one of these in a while. Apologize for the background noise. The neighbors are doing some work out in their yard. Um, yeah, I, I need to start doing these more, especially the actual Mets are playing horrible. Look like they're on their way to nowhere. So it's good to know what's going on with these kids on the farm. And today I've got four prospects to discuss. Need to stay in frame here, man. Um, First, I'm going to lead off with Christian Scott. He's ranked number 28 on our prospects list. If you remember about this show, I try to do guys that are like kind of obscure. I know he's one that his name's been coming up lately because he's been doing pretty well. But in the most recent prospect list I have, MLB had him at 28. He was a fifth round pick in 2021. Recently promoted to Double A. Started the year in St. Lucie. He's 3-2 with a 3.38 ERA, 0.920 WHIP, solid changeup. His fastball sits 93, 94, mid 80 slider, upper 70s curve. Guy looks good, man. We don't. I've said before we don't have a ton of arms on the farm, but so far there's a few this year that are starting to make some noise, and maybe they can move up on the prospect list. And who knows? Maybe they can contribute in a year or two or three, however many years it takes them to get here, or maybe they become a trade piece. So Christian Scott is a guy to look out for if you're not too um, heavy on the prospects and you want to start like taking a dive. I definitely look into him. A second guy is Tyler Stewart. Um, I believe Tyler was just promoted to Double A yesterday. He has been in Brooklyn, 23 years old, 4-0 with a 1.55 ERA, 1.04 WHIP, um, 10 Ks per nine. Guy throws a slider like 50% of the time. There's a low 80s sweeper with 10 inches of horizontal break to the glove side. Two seamer sits 93, 94. Change, it sits at 86. Four seamer as well, and he has a very high ground ball rate. Um, it's about 49%. So another guy that's kind of come out of nowhere, has been performing very well. Just keep an eye out on him. Next on my list is Dylan Tebrake, another guy I think was just promoted to Double A. 1.48 FIP leads the organization. FIP is fielding independent. Um, oh man, I forget the last letter. P pitching maybe. Sorry. Yeah, fielding independent pitching. Look it up. It's a finagled new stat geek stat, but if you're into that kind of stuff, I would look into it. It's an interesting stat to judge a pitcher, but he leads the whole organization in it, so pretty good. 13.85 K per nine, which is fifth in the organization. Eighth round pick in 2022. He's 1-1 with a 2.08 ERA. He's a reliever, 0.962 WHIP. He's been in Brooklyn, like I said, just got promoted. Throws from a three-quarter arm slot. Fastball touches 95. The slider is his best secondary pitch. Unranked in the Mets top 30, but that may change if he continues to pitch the way he's pitching. Um, Another guy, we could always use solid relievers. So hopefully he keeps up that trajectory and becomes a solid piece for us. And then last but certainly not least, Paul Gervase, another unranked relief pitcher in Brooklyn, 1.2 with a 1.04 ERA in 34 and two thirds innings pitched, 1.269 WHIP, 14 Ks per nine. Was a 12th round pick in 2022 out of LSU. 6'10 right hander. Again, another like three-quarter um, arm slot, almost sidearm actually. He's got a fastball that sits low to mid 90s, and he throws a slider and a change. Another guy that's kind of come out of nowhere, performing very well, and you just hope to see these guys continue to improve. And like I said, hope they're future Mets at some point. So that's it. I don't like to make these too long. I'm not going to sit here and like read you a whole book on scouting reports and stats. But these are just guys to look at. I'm going to try to do these more often. Um, Pick different guys every week and try to pick guys off the beaten path. Guys down in the Dominican League, down in Single A, St. Lucie, down in Brooklyn. Because we hear about the Ramirez's, the Paradas, the Williams. I will do some updates on those dudes. Mauricio, obviously, hopefully he's at some point coming up. Um, but yeah, man, these are just guys to keep an eye on. And listen, if you're talking to me, I'd rather, at this point, put my focus toward the minors than the major league team. This major league team just stinks right now, and I don't see it getting any better. But anyway, that's it for Talking Farm on the Farm. I think this is episode 3 or 4. I can't remember. It's been a very long time. Because I'm going to try to do them more often. I'm going to try to do videos outside like this more often because that's how I started, and I want to kind of keep that going. So appreciate everyone watching. Hope you enjoy your weekend, and let's go Mets.